Hey, so today I wanted to share some ways that I have found helpful to incorporate God into my life. I know that it said that we shouldn't try to squeeze him in, but we all have our work schedules, right? So sometimes we have certain things that are outside of our control of how things are scheduled, and so it's finding those moments that we can still connect with God and hear from our Heavenly Father and have that communion time where we're just talking to one another. And so one of those times I spend a lot of time in my car, as you can see, with commuting to work and things like that. So trying to put a bit of margin into my day with the amount of traffic that I have to face on a daily basis is leaving for work a little bit earlier than necessary for the commute, and it gives me that marginal time so that if there is some type of accident or breakdown on the road that would cause traffic to back up, that I have that time incorporated into my schedule so that I'm not stressed out as I'm driving trying to make it on time to work. But for the most part, that does make it so that I arrive to work on a little bit early so that I can spend time in the Word. So I make sure that I do have my Bible in the car, but also there's so many Bible apps and other things on the phone. So even if I've forgotten to put my Bible in the car, I still have that access point as well. One of the things early on in my journey with God, and it is something where I did grow up in the church. My parents had myself and my siblings all attend church with them. They were churchgoers as well, and we did move around a lot. I know this is a bit of an aside. We did move around a lot, so we were kind of in and out of Catholic schools depending on where we moved. So we had that kind of incorporated into my childhood development, things like that. But I don't know that I was quite serious about my dedication to the Lord as a child. I knew I loved him, and that was a bit more of a journey for me. But as I grew older and really wanted to dedicate my life to the Lord, and still finding that I was commuting a lot and having a hard time incorporating God into my day-to-day life. Early in that journey, I found that Joyce Meyer has been such a tremendous voice for me. So I found that Joyce Meyer has put out a lot of great content early on. I was fortunate enough to acquire a lot of her teaching CDs. This is actually my first kind of compilation of her work, and she has things broken down quite amazingly for different topics. This particular collection has a couple of CDs per different topic, but most of her other sermon series, the CDs themselves, the grouping of them are based on topic. And so I found that so beneficial to be able to pop in a CD and listen to that on my way to work. It kind of sets the tone for my day. I get that kind of focused and incorporated into my thoughts, and so then that way I can then go into work with a different mindset than what I might have if I wasn't listening to that on my way to work. So I know that she has put out a lot of great content. I know that there's other amazing preachers and teachers out there, especially now with more and more posting their sermon series and things like that. You're able to have that access that we weren't able to have not that long ago. So I just wanted to share some of the things that I use, and would like to hear from you. Who are some good voices for you? Who are the great inspirers of your life that are pointing you to God? And if you want to share any revelations that you've had in your journey, I'd love to hear those as well. So thank you for listening, and take care.